I'm just trying to keep a fresh face. Everything looks good. And then I keep a week's worth of clothes, 3 shorts, several shirts, and several shirts, diversity in shirts, and then diversity even in the shorts, because some of them are all of them are super loose, but I do have a pair of jeans shorts, and then I just have 2 pairs of pants, 2 sweaters, and a weighted short jacket, and then I have a rain jacket, which also can double as a dress, just in case I have one of those moments where, I don't know, a bee comes and bites me somewhere and I just have to take off all my clothes and beat it to death in my car. And then I can just put the rain jacket on, and it will be short, but I will be able to go to my next destination and, change, or whatever happens. So I would suggest having kind of a jacket in the car that's can protect you manly wise or womanly wise. I can use mine as a dress. I'm happy as happy. I'm happy as a fish out in water. After it's been taken out and finds itself back in. And it's just gives me something to cover. Some people would say, why don't you have the robe, and why don't you have nightwear? Well, the truth is, I do have a nightgown. I just find it hard to explain, but it's a Victorian nightgown. So I would question myself if I found myself, I've had a few knocks, so the cops coming up and being like, hey, what are you doing here? Are you leaving soon? And at that point, like, you're leaving in like a Victorian nightgown and popping in to get what you need. It's all good and fun if your cosplay works out, yay. But technically, it would work. It's just, this is not the type of thing I can get in and out of very quickly. So it's very much so longer. It's then for the summer, but it's better for the winter. And I would say for the winter, I'll be using more sweats and things like that to participate in, more knitted things. Right now it's so hot that to have the gown, and it comes all the way down to here on the sleeve, it is a depressing thing. So what I normally have is I have a series of changes. So to not frame my clothes too badly, I do the 2 wash-ups, and then either I'm changing bottoms or I'm changing tops, and I'm keeping, less friction as I can, and being on, in this seat. I think we just have to leave it at that. I would like to get something, so I'm not sure though it's necessary, because it's crazy to get pulled over in pajamas, and it's crazy to try to assert that I can do those things. So I think I didn't have a plan for that. I have a dress that can act as a nightgown, and also as a dress. So frankly, turning in and wearing that may be a good idea. But what I find is that I'm turning over clothes in such a way to wash them and it's okay to keep them clean and fresh, because there's so few of them. So, and the outfits really do blend with one another. Everything's very casual, everything's very clean, and everything's very crisp. When it comes to the fall, these aren't things I have to throw away. This is like this very yellowish top is perfect under this colored rain jacket with white pants and just, you know, a pair of moccasins, you know. So you really don't, around here you don't really need it. The weather is very steady. So it just depends on if the weather I go to is cooler. And then I would be kind of hard pressed to say what happens after that. So everything I have beyond that is just thicker jeans. I have some thicker outfits, thicker jeans, things like that, at a friend's house. And so that's my winter gear, where I have pullover sweaters, pullover, things like that. So, and I just tend to cross over into a different posture, which is more gray or navy or black, instead of just the bright with the bright. I mean, I keep it going, but then I just introduce extra kind of clothes to be more or less easy flowing and, still very feminine and still very soft. And I think it's going to be, I think it's going to be a wonderful fall. I think it'll be a lot of different scarves. I love scarves. I love a soft scarf, and I love to be able to have that happen. I'd love to have a poncho, because then it's just over the head. So I think maybe this fall, I'm definitely going to see if I can have a car poncho where I just put it over the head, and it's got a nice, maybe a nice hoodie with it, but maybe even something with a string. I do have a raincoat, which is still folded, and it's just one of those, gets you through a lot of rain, walking through the rain, and your pants might get wet, your shoes should be waterproof at that point in time, and you just get through it. And I think that's about it. So maybe some Crocs to get through the rest, and if I'm hiking, I got my boots on, they're waterproof. So I won't be necessarily buying a whole bunch, even for the fall. I have my box, we're going to see what's in it. Have to pick that stuff up soon, and then just go through the motions. It looks like I might be headed off to see a couple of places, but I also I also wanted to make sure that I don't spend too much money, and I just give myself a chance to go see a couple of places. But I do want kind of a home base, which is better to do this year before I come upon winter, and I think it'll be less embarrassing to actually have that and not kind of feel so disillusioned by being out here. It's great out here, but it's also, I don't know if you want to call it, it's uncharacteristically warm. So I keeping the air conditioner on with the dog is expensive on gas. So I have to do that, and it's really harsh. So because of that, I couldn't do this in Texas. I don't think I could do this in a really hot place. So trying to follow the cool and go a little bit further up north to experience some of the 70s and 80s as opposed to 80, high 80, 90, 100. That is something you have to consider. Or just going to like the mountainous regions here. That actually helps just a slight bit. Or finding your favorite caving spot if you can. Caves are great. Once they're shallowed out and underground, it's 50. It's usually 50, 60. So it's great. You get a constant. It's nice. So to return to the underground, right? if you can't win up above ground, return to the underground. And quite a few people, from what I understand, even for real estate, are kind of defaulting to a shire-ish type mentality, where they tend to build houses as if they were in the shire, and it's a kind of a above underground, so that they can keep meats and stuff like that. And then in the space it's going to work for them. Of course, you don't want to invite all your friends over at once. I saw that horrible scene where they kind of massacred all his hard work for the whole season. So yeah, be careful who you let in your new home, right? So I just have this and that. Still haven't gotten the cooler, so we're gonna let that go. And if we can, we'll try to keep it. I have some things I'll be working on. So I think for now, stop. We just have to do the best we can, and that's what I'm going to try to take care of. That's all you can do. So it's a great time with you. We learned about the cleaning up, about being a small fish in a bigger pond. They definitely feel like that. And then just kind of keeping the temperament together, because it's hot, you can get irritated, your situation changes. Like I said, I went out to 3 or 4, 5 different places over a short period of time, and it doesn't get easier. You have to try to figure out what you're going to do and what you want to do and what's going to make the most sense for you. I think if I had to do it over again, I'm not sure if there could have been a better outcome, because I'm so extra grateful. The debt was getting to me, the house was getting to me, and it was just too much. So making that decision and jumping off, this was the best decision I've ever made. I've experienced beautiful sunrises, sunsets, and like I said, it's not too bad. If you don't want to be super comfortable, it's not too bad. But it's so much comfort in it that I don't even notice the difference. So that's it. I would say do what you have to do. Enjoy trying to get by, and have fun with the life that you have. Make it what you need it to be. Everybody else is different. Everyone is different and unique, but make it what you want it to be. I'm definitely happy. I'm headed off, and have a great day. Have a great, wonderful day. You feel free to leave comments. I'm here anytime you want to chit chat. This is the first 40 days and nights, and it's been something. So I'm happy that I made this decision. So whether or not we decided to pick it up for the winter or not, just remains. I'm open to it, though. I'm open to it for the long haul, as long as I can put a cap on this gas. And that's about it. The gasoline, yes. And as long as I get my kitchen set up, I'm fine. So, take care. And like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. And it wasn't perfect. And I've made it 2.5 years since 2020. But it is well worth it. It is well worth it. Try to do the best you can. And hang in there. Hang in there, because it's really about psychologically reformulating your mind to know that you've done the best you can. You've really done the best you can. Don't feel bad about your circumstances. You're doing the best you can. Don't feel bad. Okay? Talk to you soon. Bye.